Good morning, and welcome back to another vlog. I cannot believe I am doing another dedicated makeup vlog again, or at least mostly makeup. It's going to include one day at least of my esthetician life, but it kind of gives you a good happy balance of both. I just had to let my dogs outside, so whenever they're done doing their business, then I'll go back inside and then tell you guys the plan for today. Seems like it's going to be a very nice day temperature-wise at least. Look at how pretty that is. Are we good? Come on, guys. I didn't realize, first of all, that I needed to change this camera battery. I'll just prop you up real quickly. I think we're good. So I've been using one of my favorite foundations. I just unfortunately can't carry it inside of my kit only because it does have SPF inside of it, but it's the Lancome Care and Glow foundation. It looks like this, and I am in the shade 230W. I think I need to take this one day at a time because I'm really getting stressed out about it. I have 3 weddings in the span of 4 days. I'm really glad I actually didn't have a Friday wedding too, because then I would have had a wedding like all 4 days and that would have stressed me out. I have a really hard time separating out every single day and legitimately taking it day by day, which I know I need to do. So when this kind of thing happens, I just tend to think of everything collectively, and it's not good because then I end up stressing myself out. And for today, I have a random Thursday wedding. I kind of forgot that I had this Thursday wedding when I started booking spa appointments. It was like blocked out of my calendar, so it's not like I forgot about it, but I guess my mind just didn't register like, oh hey, you have 2 other weddings this weekend back to back, so you should have blocked yourself out so you wouldn't be stressed and had at least one day to like recuperate in between. Did I do that? No. Hang on, I'm gonna put on my actual shirt for today now that I'm done with makeup. Okay, I'm going in with 2 different setting sprays here. I'm going in with the Urban Decay All Nighter with hyaluronic acid first, and then I'm going in with the One Size setting spray and setting it again. Okay, I have my hair done now. I was going to include it on camera, but frankly, I don't know if you guys would have wanted to sit through the last half hour of me just curling my hair. I have on this shirt right now. I have 5 people to do today. I'm really not super concerned or anything. I think it'll go fine. And some makeup artists out there are probably gonna be like, 5 people is not that many. Okay, listen, I used to do 8 to 10 people by myself, and I was so stressed that I have this rule now that any party over 5 people, I'm hiring out an assistant. With the exception of Saturday's wedding, because they have enough time in the timeline where I could just do all the people by myself, but I definitely could have hired somebody else if I wanted to, just to shorten everything. I think I honestly might sit outside and meditate for a little bit just to get myself in the right headspace. I just got done meditating, and it's definitely a necessity when I'm dealing with a lot of mental stress going on. It's just been really nice to decompress for a little bit before I start the hectic wedding weekend. But it's about 7:51 right now. I have about a half hour before I'm supposed to leave. And luckily the venue is super close to me, but I do have to cross 2 train tracks, so I do like to leave a little bit earlier, like a half hour earlier, just in case I get stopped by those trains. We're going to the wedding, guys! My mentality's kind of shifted. I'm kind of excited now. I don't know. You're gonna head out to Union 12. I also feel like my allergies are causing my ears to plug up. It's so freaking annoying. It is 8:33. I'm not supposed to be there until 9. So I gave myself plenty of time. That's mainly the name of the game when it comes to weddings, I think, is you have to give yourself plenty of time. Otherwise, you're gonna be stressed out and then not in the best headspace for your wedding. Every single time I've been late, I've been really flustered, I've gotten there, I've dropped things, I've done all sorts of things that I probably wouldn't normally do if I was in a better headspace for it. And then after the wedding, I actually need to run to Ulta, but I made it much easier for myself and less overwhelming because I forgot that Ulta does pickup orders. So I went ahead and just paid for everything in advance, and so all I have to do is go to the counter, grab all my stuff, and leave. Okay, so I just got here. There's several cars that are parked next to me here, so I'm thinking I can have access to the bridal suite. I also didn't realize that the coordinator actually planned for setup time for me, which is great because a lot of coordinators do not do that. The coordinator has us arriving at 9 o'clock so we can get set up, and then the applications aren't supposed to begin until 9:15. This is the schedule that we have going on here. 45 minutes for everybody except for an hour for the bride. Hi, good morning. Hi, good morning. All right, this is the bridal suite. We have a bunch of people floating in and out, so probably won't be alone for long, but I like to go in here and get it set up early so I can reserve the vanity spot for lighting. Fun fact, I just ran my toe into something and now it's bleeding. It was moving this chair around. Usually I have a helper and I try to do it myself and it didn't quite work out for me, did it? So luckily I always carry a little first aid kit with me. So I patched that up real quickly. Oh my gosh, guys. The wedding went super well. I had a couple of applications that I was very proud of and a couple of applications that I was like, meh, solely because there was 2 people that wanted very, very minimal foundation and like a very natural look. And the red lipstick, of course, it looks very pretty, but it's just not like my personal vibe with makeup. 1 wedding out of 3 tackled today. I'm so excited. I technically did get done on time. I got done at like 1:15, but then I hung around for an extra half hour, just mainly like talking to people. And then the hairstylist I was friends with, so I just was talking a lot, basically is what it came down to. It's about 1:50 right now, and I need to head to Ulta to go pick up my pickup order, whatever it's called. Just wanted to do a little Ulta haul here. I got the Shiseido eye gels. These are the ones that I use on my bridal clients. And then I also have a bunch of Ardell Naked Lashes because legitimately I am completely out of the 421s after this wedding that I just did. So I stocked up on 420s and 421s. I also had to stock up on one of my MAC lipsticks. It's called Truth Be Untold. And then that is what I ended up picking up from Ulta. Now I gotta go get food. Panda Express is like right over there, so I'm thinking about going to grab that. I also need to turn on the AC because otherwise I'm dying. Okay, it's 2:23 on a random Thursday. I don't understand why everything is so crowded. Like, does nobody work anymore?
Hi, do you want to try walk by your shank today?
No, thank you.
What would you like to order?
I will have a panda bowl with chow mein and orange chicken.
Any appetizer or drink today?
And order a spring roll.
Do you need sweet and sour sauce?
Yes, please.
Okay, anything else?
Can I also have a mango guava drink too?
Mango guava. Any donation for rideless hospitals?
If you can just round it up, that would be great.
Hi, 15.
Hi.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. You might give me a straw. Oh, no, here it is. I am just heading back home because I gotta clean my kit, which I'll include on camera for you guys. I probably won't do it after every single wedding because it's pretty much the same every time, but I will film myself tomorrow when I like re-prep everything. Okay, I'm home. And the really sucky thing that I realized that I can't do, that I usually do after all my weddings, is change out of these clothes. I have a client that is picking up a cleanser from me at 5:30. So I have like 3 hours to lounge around in these clothes. But guys, I am so excited for Panda Express. Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, so I got the panda bowl with chow mein and orange chicken. I'm about to eat this whole thing. It's gonna happen. And then I got an order of spring rolls, which I'm really freaking excited about. And then this mango guava drink is so good. Fast food just really hits. It's either Panda Express, Taco Bell, or McDonald's that I usually opt for after weddings. I'm starting to get anxiety again about Saturday and Sunday. I know that I just need to get through tomorrow and then take one day at a time, but it's stressing me out. I have this aromatherapy pen by Rare Beauty. It just looks like this, just like a little thing you can carry around with you because it smells so good. You just press it at the base of it, and then I usually like to put it right on my wrists and I'll rub it in so then I can like smell it and it just like instantly calms you. I also have an Alani because that's essential for energy right now. So this is all of my dirty brushes and the dirty tools. Let me empty this pouch and then I'll come back. Okay, and then everything else I'm pretty much just gonna be sanitizing. The palette I need to clean, and then I'm gonna spray off the jade roller and the tweezers, and everything is just getting sprayed off with 70% alcohol. I will go ahead and link a sanitation video up top. Everybody asked me how you sanitize pencils. And all you do is you spray them off with alcohol, let them dry, sharpen them, and then re-sanitize them again. So yeah, as I mentioned, I'm not going like in depth with my stuff or anything like that. I don't want to be sitting here forever. The only things I'm going to do off camera is pretty much just be refilling all my stuff. I also eventually will be working on an in-depth freelance makeup kit video. I know that I'm so late and behind on this for this year because I usually release it around like May or June, but it's about to be into July, I swear, when I release it. So I'm really sorry about the delay. And for people who know that I upload my freelance makeup kit annually, just a little bit behind purely because bridal season has gotten a lot more stressful than I thought it would be. Oh, before I forget, guys, I do want to announce that I was on a podcast, and I'm sure that a ton of makeup artists know who this is. I was on the By Kaylee podcast. I was so excited, but also so nervous at the same time about being on the podcast because it is the biggest podcast that I've ever been on. I just want to let you guys know that my episode is officially launched here. Look, guys. That's me. I was fangirling. She was fangirling on the call. It was so funny. I think I'll just continue organizing my kit. I just don't want to do too many things on camera because, frankly, it's going to be a ton of stuff for me to edit. That's pretty much what it's coming down to. And I know I'm going to have a ton of footage that I'm going to have to go through. But if you guys have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments section down below and I'll answer anything. That pretty much wraps up my day. So I'll go ahead and talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it is currently Friday now, and it's about 7 o'clock. Sorry for the groggy voice. I don't have anything to do until noon today, so I get a pretty peaceful morning. I have 3 appointments today, but it's only 2 people because one person at noon booked a facial and then the other person booked a massage and a facial, but it's just like one person. So I'm doing my skincare routine right now. Don't mind my dog incessantly barking outside. He seriously just never stops. I am feeling a little bit nervous, not because of the appointments that I have today, but because of the fact that I just genuinely am like afraid for tomorrow and the next day. Make sure if you're a bride and you're booking a bridal makeup artist or a hairstylist, make sure you find out what all they need to accommodate you on the day of and show up to you, travel to you, especially if it's out of town, and find somebody whose baseline budget is lower than your budget for hair and makeup. That way it won't break the bank. Like, obviously I hate talking ill of people, but at the same time, though, I also want to use YouTube as like a raw, authentic experience and something that I really want as like an outlet for me, and also share my experience with other makeup artists and potentially hairstylists because we kind of deal with the same thing. Okay, back to today. I'm doing 3 services on a couple of people that I have never done any sort of services on before. Squarespace is what I use for my normal website for my makeup bookings and also my spa bookings too. But Squarespace does go through Acuity scheduling, and so it allows you to sync up your Google Calendar. And with that, you can also link any sort of intake forms or questionnaires that you have clients fill out when they book appointments. And the intake form goes over like everything that you would need to know as an esthetician to make sure you're doing a very safe and effective service for them. I'm gonna go ahead and just print out both of those intake forms. Okay guys, it's a couple of hours later. It's around 10:15 right now, which means I have a little over an hour and a half to get myself ready for my first client here. This is an overview of my esthetician's room in case anybody is wondering. I have my client checkout station right here, along with the retail shelf, my certificates on the wall here. I set all their stuff down on the chair, and then any jewelry goes in that little dish. This is my personal workstation, and then I have my holistic shelf up there with all the essential oils and the sound healing crystals, everything. Treatment table, which is obviously not ready yet. And then I also have my towel warmer. This is all my back bar items right here. All of these drawers are filled with all my supplies, a whole bunch of like Himalayan salt lamps, and then all my tools over there. Then all my towels and my spa wraps are in this cabinet right here. Let's go ahead and get set up. just going to be folding laundry because I totally forgot that laundry needed to be folded. I did it last night and I just have not had time to take care of it yet. I am done with the setup for right now. I just need to go ahead and clean my brushes really quickly. So you're gonna see that on camera. So I have this little Tupperware container that I use, and then this little silicone thing that I got off of a TikTok shop. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this guy up with a little concoction here. I do a DIY brush cleaning solution. I will use some dish soap. This one's the Meyer brand, but not everybody has Meyer's, so Dawn's fine too. I put a lot of soap in here. I probably would say like 80%, and then 20% of it is going to be olive oil, which I just get this Meyer branded one as well. And I'll just put a little bit of that in there. Then I grabbed a couple of towels because we're gonna need that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take our mixture, and then we're gonna start setting up our little station. I usually just fold this into a long rectangle and then push it back behind the sink. We're gonna turn on the water a little bit to like more of a warmer kind of setting. Take a brush, swirl it in the mixture a little bit just so both of the soap and the oil kind of get combined a little bit. Take a little bit of water, swirl it right in the cup. And you see how much stuff is coming off on here? And then use my hands. And then I'll keep rinsing the brush until the water runs completely clear. Then all we're gonna do is take the brushes and I put them with the bristle side down, just so the water drains all the way out. If you lay them flat, water still tends to collect, and then I'll just keep repeating for all the rest of the brushes that I have. Okay, fun fact, I was trying to put on some foundation and just like look presentable here, but like I literally chose a foundation that apparently was like a couple of shades darker than I am right now. It's fine. Luckily, I'm gonna be pretty much in the dark the whole entire time, so people will not notice. I gotta turn on all my lamps inside of the room because it is about 20 minutes before my client shows up. I have that lamp, the tower one that sits right there, and I still have to make towels. Gotta turn on that lamp too. So I usually use 8 towels per facial. I'm gonna make the other towels for the next appointment after this when I have my break. Towels go in the towel warmer. Gotta preheat the steamer. Then all of my battery operated candles have to go on. So it's all of these guys and then the ones up there. This is what the treatment room looks like when it's all set up and the lights are dim in here. That is about it. Facial complete. She was such a nice person. I thoroughly enjoyed meeting her. We did like a very calming kind of facial. I did a very gentle exfoliation on her with one of the treatment masks that I have. We did a little bit of extractions, and then I wanted to hook her up with an exfoliator, but she wasn't quite on board with that. So I went ahead and just gave her a sample of this guy because unfortunately I didn't have an actual sample, so I had to break into my retail shelf. Next appointment is going to be a massage for 60 minutes and then also a signature facial. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get myself reset. Okay, I'm officially all set up for the next person. I have about a half hour before she shows up, so I'm just filling out my other client's treatment record form, so all the products that I used on her. I'm gonna chug the rest of this energy drink because I need some sort of boost, and I'll talk to you guys after I'm done with the next person. I am officially done with all of my appointments today. It was so great getting to catch up with my friend. I didn't know if she would want to relax the whole entire time, but we definitely chatted like almost the entire time. Even through her massage, she still was talking to me too. She definitely said she was relaxed and it felt good. And I totally forgot that my YouTube video premiered today at noon. I uploaded a video going over how insane bridal makeup costs have gotten. So if you guys haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it up here. I'll link it for you guys. I am just rewatching my video to like respond to comments and everything. I am right now just eating some tacos. I had these from my local grocery store. They came in like this pre-made kit and they're so good. The last time I ate was this morning at like 10 o'clock. So I'm very hungry. I didn't really give myself enough time to get a lunch break. I also need to start kit prepping because tomorrow is the start of a crazy weekend. Tomorrow is going to be my longest day by far. I'm supposed to be there at 9, so not like a super early morning per se. Like I can wake up at my normal 7 o'clock time and be okay. And then I have to come back home really quickly, clean up all my stuff. Should take a max of an hour. And then my mom is actually traveling with me for the next wedding on Sunday because we just like to take like mother-daughter trips whenever I go out of town for weddings. And so she'll just chill at the hotel room. I'm gonna drive us to Indy. I'll obviously do the wedding in the morning, which is like 5 people. And then we're just planning on hanging out near the Indianapolis area that day. Hopefully you guys are enjoying so far. If you are, don't forget to hit the like button on the video and maybe comment. It really does help me out as far as engagement goes because it helps YouTube push out my videos a little bit more, especially since like the vlogs have kind of been like a hit or a miss recently. My whole point is I don't really want to spend all this time filming content like this because vlogs do take a lot of energy and execution and then also editing afterwards. So if I don't have enough of audience that's obviously going to view the content, then it kind of is a waste for me to film it. So I just want to make sure that everybody is enjoying it. But basically YouTube just thrives on engagement. So the more people that like it, more people that comment on it, the more it's going to get pushed out in the algorithm. I am at my vanity and I got a little pack, well actually 2 packages. I believe that they're both from NARS. Now, the reason that I have 2 of these is because I'm an idiot. I'm trying to gear up for the rest of this year and then also into next year too. I also am wanting to completely get rid of the Lancome Tin Idol foundation inside of my kit. Number 1, it does have a fragrance to it, which I don't love. Number 2 is that I hate how it goes on people's skin. I've tried to prep it in multiple different ways. I've tried to apply it without anything underneath it, and the formulation just gets really, really dry and separates, and I cannot figure it out. I used to love the original formulation of the Tin Idol foundation, but after they reformulated it, it's just honestly gone downhill. I really wish that people would stop messing with formulations that were not bad to begin with. Given that I'm replacing 6 shades from the Lancome range, I wanted to supplement 6 other shades. So I went onto NARS's website, then I completed that order, and then I realized that I was in fact low on about 3 of my existing foundation shades that I have in that formulation. So then I had to hop back on NARS's website to get the shades. So that is why ultimately I have 2 different NARS boxes instead of just 1. But we're gonna go ahead and open these together. As a makeup artist, you can get a professional makeup artist discount if you do have the right credentials. Guys, I still messed up. I'm missing a shade. So I need to restock on New Caledonia, Tahoe, Zambi, Yulong, Vienna, Bruges. That is pretty much it for the haul. So now we have to go on to touch-up kit prepping. I just get these mesh bags off of Amazon. I'm only going to pack 5 of them only because I already have 1 pre-packed and ready to go because I did make an extra for my last wedding. What we are gonna do first is add some business cards. My business cards I just get from Vistaprint, by the way. So I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I also need to get new business cards. I'm almost out of them. And then these oil blotting sheets I get off of Amazon as well. And I usually include 2 of them per person. So I just stick them behind the business cards and then they just go right in the bags. So then I have a bunch of these individually wrapped mints, which are from Simply Mints, that I'm going to stick in all of the bags. Then lastly, I have some makeup remover wipes from Neutrogena. I usually get the sensitive skin ones, but last time I sent my husband to go get them. Then I add a couple of Q-tips to the bags just in case they need it. Then we have these little lip applicators that I got from Amazon. Then I'm just going to stick some powder puffs in all of the kits because I usually do put some powder, a little bit of it, on the powder puff and stick it back in the bag for people on site. I'm just going to choose one of these as the bride's touch-up kit, so I'll choose this one. So she gets a loose powder sample instead. I'm just going to put a little bit of powder inside of the jar and I'm going to label it powder and we'll stick that in there. Then she also gets a little mini lash glue sample. I got these from Family Dollar. They're just the LA Colors one. And then the last thing I like to include as a little bonus is some straws. These are bamboo drinking straws, and they are individually wrapped, which I really like, so they're a little bit more hygienic. I'll just put them in there like that. And then that way they have some straws so they don't mess up their lipstick in the morning. I think that everything else is pretty much prepped, so I'll go ahead and sign off right now, and then I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys, and happy Saturday. Today is my long day for sure. I'm feeling really good about it though. I don't feel like I'm getting nervous or anything. I might feel nervous on the way there, who knows. It is, however, kind of a rainy day, so I feel kind of bad for my bride. But hopefully the rain maybe settles by the time that she wants to do pictures and walk down the aisle. I do need to put all my brushes back in this brush belt for today. However, all my brushes fell over, so there's that. So now I just have all of these going on. We're gonna get started on cleaning. All of the brushes should be dry. Jeez. I like to wipe off the handles of all of these. All of these still feel like they dried at least, so that was good. I can't believe they fell over. It legitimately scared me last night when I heard that happen. As much as it pains me, we are having to skip the skincare routine today because I didn't realize it was already 7:21. I have to leave at like 8:05 because the venue is about 33 minutes away, and I know this venue will let me in early to set up, so I'm gonna leave like 40 minutes early. Let's dry shampoo the hair. By the way, this is ultimately my favorite dry shampoo. If anybody's looking for it, it's the IGK Direct Flight dry shampoo, and I got the matcha one, which is the invisible medium cleanse. And then I'm just spraying the Kenra working spray, the flexible hold one, onto my hair. Because not only does it give it a light hold, it also kind of makes it a little bit more shiny too. Clip myself up real quickly here. Now I don't usually wear matte foundations anymore, except for the fact that I'm going to have this on for a very freaking long time today, and my skin type cannot handle having like dewier foundations on there for a while, because otherwise I will get super oily. And also I definitely did not pack yet for Indianapolis, which I might possibly have time for here after I'm done with makeup. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Soft Matte Oil Control Foundation, by the way, and it's in the shade Warm Nude. Then I'm going into two different combinations of concealers. Soft matte NARS concealers. I use the shade Custard for my normal concealer, and then Cafe is the contour. And the only reason I have these is because they expired in my kit, but they're not like that expired to the point where I can't like use them for, you know, a few more months on myself. Definitely do not do that on my clients though. I just want to preface that right now. The only thing that I don't like about using these as contours though is that since they are matte, they tend to dry in the place that you put them, because obviously they're meant to be concealers and not contours like this. So the blendability is really tough. Just putting on some blush right now. I think that is about it. I don't want to overly blush, but I use the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo in the shade Mojave Mauve. Cover FX, I believe, is like reformulating or rebranding themselves, and so everything on the website's like 40% off. But they did send this to me at one point in time with like a whole box of things, and I'm pretty sure it's expired by now, but we're just gonna keep trucking until something happens to me. Yeah, I'm like the worst, guys. Like, I really don't invest that much in myself as far as makeup goes. And I'm just using the Laura Mercier translucent powder with a little powder puff here to go ahead and set everything. And then we're going in with the two different setting sprays. So I'm going in with the Urban Decay Hyaluronic Acid one. And then I'm going in with the One Size setting spray. Maybe. I need to pack really quickly because it is 7:35, so I still have a little bit of time. Let's get going. Okay, it is 8:06, which is the perfect time for me to leave.
Starting route to the Eden.
Okay, not gonna lie, the nerves are kicking in a little bit now. I always get a little bit nervous still for weddings. I don't know, sometimes I feel fine, and then sometimes I am like a little bit stressed out, but I feel like there's this really great correlation between me being stressed and then the amount of people that I have that day. I have a very chill bride, so that's what I'm ultimately thankful for today. Hopefully that means that the rest of our bridal party will be really chill too. Yeah, I'm supposed to get there at like 8:45, get set up, and then start applications at 9. Okay, really fun fact, now I'm not going to be that early because I accidentally took a wrong turn. My muscle memory just kicked in and I went north on the interstate when I should have just stayed straight and gone downtown instead. I'm supposed to get there at 8:43 now. I was gonna be 5 minutes earlier than that, but oh well. I still have enough time to get myself set up. So there's that update because I'm an idiot and can't follow directions. Okay, this is the bridal suite. I'm just rearranging some people's things so I can set myself up. I think the best option would be to set myself up here and then put the chair here. I have successfully completed wedding number 2 out of this weekend. I'm so excited. All the girls were like super chill and nobody really had like major things that they wanted done. I also did snack a sandwich on the way out. Sorry, this sandwich tastes so good right now. I'm back home and my mom is planning on being here at 4 o'clock, but I did text her and say that I got done early, so I might be able to meet her sooner. We're gonna get started on the prep for tomorrow's wedding. I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping touch-up kits. So I have 5 people tomorrow. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I go ahead and just probably do a little time lapse with you guys just so I can get this done quicker.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away. It's time we make a change. Oh, you know you'll always have me. Baby, I will always stay with you. So put your trust in me. We'll work.
Okay, my mom just got here and I honestly think, just to not be super invasive, I'm gonna film the rest of this on my phone. So sorry about the quality, but I'll try to edit it.
Right, the two of us, we don't have to stop. Baby, let's go for a ride. You and I, let us run away. We can go where we want. I'll have your back if you'll have mine. You and I wanna leave everything behind. If you wanted to.
Gonna stay in this moment. Gonna lay here on the grass.
Good morning, guys. It is officially the last day of my crazy wedding weekend. If you guys also, first of all, don't notice, I am wearing the same shirt as I was wearing yesterday. I figured out that I had a giant hole in the shirt that I brought. But anyways, I'm leaving myself like plenty of time. Like, as in, I'm probably gonna be there like 20 minutes early and just like sitting outside. I'm going to an Airbnb in a different city, but it's like 20 minutes away from here, so not super bad. It's 6:50 right now, and I don't have to be there until 7:30, so I'm giving myself like plenty of time to get there because I do not want to stress out. I don't want to be late. I need to get people done by 11:30, so I have a very, very crunched timeline. That's why I need to get a move on, and I'm really hoping that people don't request like very, very dramatic looks, because like my brain probably cannot handle that today.
Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to.
It's like 7:13. I am probably not going to head up until like 7:20. I'll give it, like a few more minutes until I head up. I don't want to startle them. Guys, this is the last one. This is the last bang that we have this weekend.
And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why. I'm always feeling homesick. Oh. All I know, all I know, all I know is this is where my heart is. Oh.
Alright guys, I have officially completed my last freaking wedding of this crazy busy weekend. So thank you so much for everybody who stayed all the way till the end. If you did, comment the lipstick emoji. I just want to see how many of you actually stayed this long. But I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'm going to end it off here. Go ahead and give me a big thumbs up, as well as also subscribing down to my channel if you guys have not already. And as always, I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. All right, bye.